I'm gonna give a few people a chance to get in and we'll get started talking about the challenges that you all are facing as you start this dispatching journey, as you begin your business. Making sure that you all can hear me clearly and so if you can send something. Okay, let's see. Hello. Okay, I see it now. Look, y'all, this is only my second time going live. This is not normally my cup of tea, but I want you all to be able to ask me questions so that this can be as most beneficial to you all as possible. And sometimes it takes just going live so you all can say what you want to say. Thank you. So what are some of the challenges you all are dealing with while you're starting? Are you starting your journey yet? Are you procrastinating? What are you doing? What are you waiting for? Are you stuck? Don't get quiet on me now. I want to know what you all are dealing with because, you know, there may be different ways to overcome these obstacles that you haven't thought of, you know. And I'm being a resource for you all right now, so take advantage of that. Don't just wait for somebody to ask the question that you want answered. Don't just, because they may not. They may be waiting for you to ask the question. So this is your opportunity. And then I'll just go into the challenges that I faced. Why haven't you started? What's stopping you? What's stopping you? What's the first thing that comes to mind when you ask yourself that? What's stopping you? Trying to learn as much as possible. Okay, so what's your deadline? At what point do you say, okay, capital, that's a good one. I'm actually about to post a video about that, but yeah, I'll probably record it tomorrow or tonight. That's a good one. But it's ways to cut those costs. Sometimes we go about things and we're thinking like, okay, if I want to get this website, I need to spend $200 on a website, or I need to spend, I've heard people spending $1,500 on websites when you can spend $50 on a one-page website. And then once you start making money, you can upgrade that website. You know, that's when you spend the money, when you're actually putting money or have put money into your business. You've earned some money versus you just spending all of your money. You want to make some money, then you can upgrade everything. But when you first begin, do what needs to be done. Knowing how to get loads. There's videos that I've posted, but what type of research are you doing to learn how to get loads? Because there's different things that you can be doing to learn how, but some of it also takes investing. You gotta spend sometimes to get some information, and it sucks, but the thing is, once you learn it, like, you never have to go through that again. And then you're gonna be in a position where you may have to teach someone something. Be able to pass that knowledge on to someone. Suggestions as far as how to learn about the load board. I have a video posted that gives a walkthrough of utilizing the DAT load board. So that's one of the main ones that are used. But if you are not in a position to invest in training, then definitely do your research. Utilize YouTube University because that can be your best friend. And sometimes you have to play around with it. And there's a lot of good videos that are up. So I would definitely say use those until you can invest in some training. So is anybody else dealing with any challenges? It's just easy breezy, you're done, you're ready, or like what's stopping you? What's making you procrastinate? What you're scared of? Every job you've done, any career you go through, anything, any path you go on, you're gonna need some sort of training. You're gonna have to. You gotta jump out there. Even when you've had the training, sometimes you still gotta jump out there. And you always overcome it. But at least this time you're doing it for yourself. Like, this is all yours. This is all yours. So we're talking about, for the people that's just joining, we're talking about the challenges that you all are facing as you start your dispatching journey, as you start your freight dispatching business. There's trainings available. I have a training course, and it teaches you everything you would need to know to launch your business. Aside from that, it also gives you access to set up to schedule 20-minute phone calls with me as needed for guidance. You can email me daily any questions you have if you have purchased the course. That comes along with it. You get a lifetime mentorship with me. And then there's an option if you need, more hands-on one-on-one training, then you can add on the 4-week mentorship where I guide you one-on-one for the course of 4 weeks. And that can be in addition to you purchasing the course. But when you purchase the course, you have access to all materials for a full year. It includes templates, shippers lists, spreadsheets, everything you'll need to know, terminology, the trucks, the trailers. It's really no excuses, because when I started, I had scraps. I had scraps, and I just made it where anything that you all can possibly deal with within your first year of trucking, it's in there. You can always refer back to it and say it's in there. It's in there. It is in there. Okay, so nobody else is dealing with any challenges, or you're waiting for somebody else to name your challenge. Well, I'm gonna tell some of the challenges that I dealt with when I started, and what I feel that most people deal with when they're starting out. And one of them, the number one for me, was sourcing the right clients. Now, when you're going into this industry, you're trying to get your first owner operator, and you're like, okay, you just want anybody's. Sometimes you're that desperate where you're like, I just want somebody to allow me to dispatch for them so I can get that chance. But you have to know that all money is not good money. It may be some people you have to pass up. You need to check their level of seriousness, their professionalism. Are they ready to hustle like you're ready to hustle? Because it doesn't matter if you're a good negotiator. It doesn't matter how good of a dispatcher you are if you're working with the owner operator who is not allowing you to freely book them as you need to. And what I mean is, it can be operators that are saying, like, I want to make at least $5,000 a week, but I only want to work 3 days a week, and I want to be home every day. Sometimes those stipulations, it really limits you, and sometimes it's just not worth the headache. And you have to determine that, and determine their level of professionalism when you're talking to them. This is somebody that you're going to have to work with and talk to daily and deal with daily. So you need to assess that. Don't just be so quick to just take on everyone. Just like they're interviewing you, you're interviewing them. When you're talking to them and you're deciding, okay, are we aligned? Are we a good match? Because I'm ready to give you all these opportunities or set up all these opportunities for you. But it makes it really hard if you're dealing with somebody that is not taking things serious. They're not as serious as you. They're not ready. So just make sure you're aligned. Another thing that is big and people crumble is the rejection. You will deal with rejection, and it's just a part of everything that you have to go through really in life. And you have to learn not to take those rejections personal. You're going to get a lot of no's, but those no's will ultimately lead to your yes, and the yeses that are worth it. Because you can go through a point where you've spent weeks or a couple of months and you've been calling, using the FMCSA website and doing all these other ways of marketing, and you still haven't gotten anyone. And then finally, one owner operator calls you, but he has 5 trucks, and you just went from 0 to 5. So, and you never know. You never know. So deal with the no's. Know that this is a word of mouth industry. So once you get that first hit, from there, owner operators talk to each other. So when they have a good dispatcher, they'll share that. Like, hey, I got a great dispatcher. And those are the people you want to deal with too, because they already know your value, as opposed to you trying to tell someone your value. It's easier when they already know your value. So if your owner operator, if you've done a good job, you get that one opportunity, you do a great job, trust that that operator will go and let everybody know. Or they may decide to be stingy with you because you're so good. But let's hope that they go let everybody know how great you are. And then it comes back, and now people are calling your phone as opposed to you having to call them and reach out and ask to prove yourself. So Know that this is word of mouth. It's not really what you know, it's who you know. Now, you do need to have a background and have some knowledge, because people can tell when you don't know what you're talking about in this industry, and they'll try you and they'll trick you up. But it's clear when you don't know what you're talking about. But when I say it's not what you know, it's who you know. When you get out here and you network, you need to talk to everybody. Talk to other dispatchers, talk to brokers. Don't be that person that's like, oh no, I'm a dispatcher, I don't want to deal with them, I'm in competition. Like, do you know it can be a point where this person can have a contract and they want to subcontract it out to you because they need help with the overflow? So connect with everybody. Network with everybody. This is that type of business. And if you're not that person that can socialize or network with people, then this is not the industry for you. Well, this part of the industry as far as the dispatching, because you have to network. The third challenge that I was going to mention, and then I'll give you all the opportunity to say if you are dealing with any challenges before I get off, but maintaining a cash flow. Anytime you're an entrepreneur, any type of business that you're starting, you have to know that you have to save rainy day money. The money will fluctuate. You can go weeks where you're booming and then it can get slow. And if that happens, you need to have that rainy day money, because you're not that person that's getting paid weekly, bi-weekly, monthly. It's your money can be up and down, especially when you're first beginning. So make sure that you are saving for that rainy day. Make sure that you know that you prepare, because what if you have one owner operator and his truck breaks down, or he gets sick and he can't make any money, he can't move his truck, he doesn't do some type of licensing or insurance in time. Now all your money is held up because of this one owner operator. So definitely try to get, I say it's safe to have about five owner operators per dispatcher. And then as you expand, if you really are trying to create generational wealth, then go ahead and hire another dispatcher. It's going to be family members asking you for a few dollars. Say, hey, you can come work for me. I could train you to dispatch, and you could take on 5 owner operators, and now you have 10. So think like that when you are starting. And yeah, just tell me, what are some of the challenges that you all are facing while you have the opportunity, or then I'm going to get ready to get off of here, because I told y'all this is not this is outside my comfort zone. But you have to do, I read a quote that said, every day do something that scares you, do something you're uncomfortable with. And so I'm extending myself and giving you all the chance to take that opportunity. But if you are not facing any challenges, that is awesome. That is awesome too. That is the great thing. And there's other things that you'll deal with when you are dispatching, but these are really the main ones. And I heard you say that you worry about capital, but I say just spend on what's necessary and watch out for, there's a lot of things that you don't need right away that people end up spending money on, and that's what costs them. But overall, when you say you need that laptop, the internet access, and that phone, that's what you need. And everything else, you can figure it out, especially with YouTube. I always say that I did my website using YouTube, and I'm not that tech savvy. Like I had to do this on my phone because it won't work on my laptop. I don't know. So I'm not that tech savvy, but you can make it happen, especially just utilizing your resources. And I think that's where a lot of people limit themselves. My website is, I'll put it in the description, but if you are subscribed to this channel, it's all over in every description. It's www.allthelogistics.com. And you will go under business acceleration courses if you are interested. And until midnight, it's 2:25 right now. So it's like, what are you all doing? I want to help you. And for every obstacle you're dealing with, for every challenge, there's a way to overcome it. Sometimes you just got to think outside the box. No, oh, thank you. Thank you for visiting. Thank you for chiming in. It's a lot of good information. Go through the videos, and it's a lot of stuff that should help you really prepare and get started if you have a basis of what freight dispatching is. So, you know, you can definitely start there. It's quite a few videos on here for you all to start with. To get going until you're ready to invest. Oh, what a great accident. What an awesome accident. Okay, everybody. Well, I'm gonna get ready to go. But if you think of any questions later, you know you can put them in the comment section. Thank you, brother for life. You can put the questions in the comment section, and even if it's after I log out, I'll see it and I'll double back, answer your questions, and I will see you guys next time. So if you've enjoyed this video and you want to continue to educate yourself on all things logistics, please like, share, and subscribe. And also remember, with all things logistics, you are in business for yourself, but never by yourself. I'll see you next time.